Man, I had such a love and a passion for sneakers because I felt like I was so deprived when I was younger. My dad was really a stickler to not have us spend a whole lot of money on sneakers, and I knew that when I got older I was going to be one who's going to be, purchasing shoes, because I knew I was like, listen, I want to make sure I have the best pair of shoes on. Didn't get a chance to really be the first one at school to have the Jordans, or the first one at school to have certain Nikes or Air Max. But when I started making my own money, I knew it was going to be an opportunity for me to be able to get the shoes, and I just kind of fell in love with them. And I loved the creativity of them. I loved how the meaning behind some of them, and I started really kind of looking at the in-depthness of it, which then bridged the passion, a secondary passion that I had as it relates to ministry. And I saw how the shoes had a story, and even ministry has a story. When you look at the biblical factor of the Bible, it's comprised of 66 books. Old Testament is real weighty with narratives, stories of biblical characters on how they went through certain things and achieved certain things. Likewise, you see a particular shoe. If you see an Air Jordan, there is a story behind it that leads to one of the greatest players that ever played the game. You can look even out, you pick up a Kobe. What he contributed to the Los Angeles Lakers. Even at the point of his demise, you still see that he accomplished more in his short tenure as a player than some have in the longevity of their whole career. So juxtaposing both worlds, both collaborative spaces, I was able to find that you can take inspiration and motivation. You can take a culture and Christ. You can take power of God and the athletic player and juxtapose them and have a conversation, because all of us have a story and all of us are walking as champions. So when you think about Kicks and Konvos, it's the conversation that matters. It's the conversation that brings clarity of life. Even as much as when you look at culture communicates, even by way of just a pair of shoes or an outfit. But Christ has a culture. I wonder how much more could we communicate Christ if we just embraced his identity that he wanted us to have. So I thought about Kicks and Konvos, to talk, to communicate, to cast vision and bring clarity to a culture that is somewhat void of what Christ can offer. We all want to win the game. The only way we're going to get there, we have to communicate. So Kicks and Konvos it is.